Welcome to today's skills lesson. Today we're going to warm up by building sentences. So we're going to look at some simple sentences and we're just going to give them a little bit of oomph, so we know a basic sentence, we need to know who and we need to know what. But a better sentence is going to tell us who, what, and where. So let's check it out. Come on. All right, so my first sentence for you is Gus runs. In the sentence Gus runs, who are we talking about? Gus, making Gus our noun. And he runs, which means that's what he's doing. He runs. Gus runs. But where does Gus run? Outside, at the park, on the playground. Gus runs in the hallway. Ooh, his rude tail. Okay, Gus, we're going to let you be. What about in the sentence, how about the next one? Kate found a coin. Who are we talking about? Kate. And what did she do? Aha, she found a coin. So Kate found, we got to know what she found. But we don't need to necessarily know where. But a good thing we could do, so Kate found a silver coin. Ooh, Kate found an old Spanish coin in the cave. Kate found an old Spanish, describing the coin, in a cave. So now we know now we can see the coin. It's old, it's Spanish, it's silver, and she found it in a cave, hiding from a storm with her nan. All right, so let's keep going. Axel visits. Who? Axel. And what does he do? Visits. Axel visits the bookshop. Oh, now we know where he's going. Now we know, we have more context. We know what's going on a little bit better. How about Ted hops? Who? Ted. And what does Ted do? He hops on one foot. Oh, Ted is fancy. Ted is fancy. He hops on one foot. Not me, Ted. No, I don't do that. Because if I did it, I would be like Rod. And Rod does what? He slips. Rod slips. But Rod didn't slip hopping. Rod slips on the ice. Rod slips on the ice. So let's see, bigger, better, more information. How about Ming slides? Who? Ming does what? Slides. Oh, she slides on the slide? Maybe. How about Ming slides to home base? She playing ball. She winning the game because she's scoring goals. It's not called a goal. It's called a run because it's baseball and or softball. Because it's home base. Either it's baseball, softball, or kickball as far as I understand it. Sorry guys, I'm not sports. My bad, you found my fatal flaw. It's okay. Okay. But yeah, so giving our sentences a where gives it more information, more understanding. Because just hopping, okay, cool, but hops on one foot. Rod slips on the ice. Axel visits the bookshop. Gives it a little bit more oomph. Alright, so today we're going to review the letter G, because the letter G is a busybody. The letter G has two distinct sounds. It can go G and it can go J. But, so G says G and G says J in certain situations. Most of the time it says G, but sometimes, a good bit of the time, it does say J. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some words and I'm going to read them and you're going to tell me, do you hear G? Do you hear J? So, if you did want to look at this, you would actually need your Unit 5 cat book. And this is coming from PP4 in your Unit 5 cat book. That's where I pulled this information from. So, like I said, I'm going to read the word, and you're going to tell me, just tell me, what sound do you hear coming out of my mouth when I'm at the part of the letter G. So, the first word is gentler. When I say gentler, which means more gentle, you hear the sound J. You hear the sound J, like Jim. Good. So So G-E, there's a G followed by an E. Remember we said that G when it's followed by was it E-I-Y, usually sounds like J. And when G is followed by A, O, or U, it usually sounds like G. So let's look at the next word. Glad. Glad. What do you hear in the word glad? G. We hear G. Glad. Excellent. How about grin? Grin. What do you hear in the word grin? G. Grin is G, like gift. Excellent. How about legend? Legend. Sorry. What do you hear in legend? J. We hear J in legend. How about gift? Gift. What do you hear in the word gift? I'm in the white cake. You hear the sound G. Remember, gift is our cue word. So gift, G. Okay. How about germ? We talked a lot about those lately. Germ. Germ. We hear J. Germ. Excellent. Excellent. How about magic? Magic. What do you hear? Magic. Excellent. And the next one, gym. What do you hear in the word gym? You hear the J in the word gym. Say gym. Whole different mouthfeel. Whole different mouthfeel. Gym. All right, next one. This is a spice or an herb. It comes from a root. It's called ginger. Ginger. It's also the name of a spice girl. Ginger. What do you hear coming from both G's? There's two G's and they're making the same sound. Ginger. Ginger. Excellent. All right. These things right here are called. What are these? Glasses. They're glasses. Say glasses. And when you said glasses, did you go G or J? You went G because glasses is a G. How about grilled? Grilled, like grilled cheese, like grilled hot dogs, like grilled vegetables. Grilled. Say grilled. When you say grilled, you go G or J. Grilled. Grilled is G. And last one, excellent seasoning, good to have around. It's a clove. Is this a root? Might also be a root. We'll have to check that one out. But it's called garlic. 2 syllables. Garlic. What's up with garlic? Garlic is a G. My bad. Garlic is G. But our sounds again are G and J, being produced both by the letter G. When a G is followed by, let's take a look at what we got here. When G is followed by I and E and Y, we usually hear the J. When G is followed by A, O, U, and as it would seem, consonants. Consonants, these R's and these L's. So if it's not a vowel, it's a consonant, that's usually a G sound as well. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to use all this sounding business we've been doing. Do a little practice. You're going to identify the number of sounds, not letters, sounds in words. This comes from page 9.3. I've turned it into a Nearpod. There are right and wrong answers. Pay attention. We're not counting syllables. We are not counting letters. We are counting sounds. We want to know how many sounds are in each word. And you're going to read a story today titled The Band. You're going to read a story titled The Band. And so let me give you a little bit of preview. I remember doing this one last year. This is a specific one to me. Alright, so in this story, The Band, I know for a fact there's one not listed here that I want to make sure I say to you correctly. because I remember it being an issue last year, and I don't want it to be a problem for you today. So let me make sure I find it. Okay, here it is. Okay, so the ones that preview the vocabulary. Here we go. We have the word trumpet, which is a brass musical instrument with 3 buttons, which is 3 buttons, and it is this one right here. This one right here that Grace is playing. That's called a trumpet. That's a trumpet. The next one, the instrument is called a trombone, and that actually has a slide to it. Believe it or not, I used to play the trombone for like a year. I never got really good at it because my arms weren't long enough to reach to get it all the way out. So I would like aim it at things and just drop it to get the slide to the position it was supposed to be in. It was bad, guys. It was bad. But yeah, these are brass musical instruments. They're brass musical instruments. Another word you're going to read today is racket, which is the loud, unpleasant noise. That sound when I log into a different device and it goes when the mics get too close. Yeah, that's a racket. That's a loud, unpleasant noise. Concert, which is a show or performance. The next is a phrase. This is a phrase, and it is like a sick moose. These words together, now a moose is a large mammal, and it would make, if it were sick, it's presumed that it would make loud moaning noises, and they'd be like really like loud and off-putting, a racket, if you will. The next one is like a flock of geese. You know I don't deal with them, but geese are birds that make honking noises. I've told you about them. So someone in here is going to sound like a sick moose, and someone's going to sound like a flock of geese. I don't know how this band concert's going to go, but we are also told the phrase knocking it out of the park, which literally means doing an awesome job. So, I don't know, I guess that them geese and them moose will get it together. The other one is drumming up a storm. Drumming up a storm. That doesn't mean actual like rainstorm. That means playing the drums very well. So someone's going to be drumming up a storm. They're going to be playing the drums very well. So, I don't know, man. This sounds like a good story to read. But read to find out how Grace and her sister first sounded when they started playing musical instruments. And I guess we'll see how it goes for Grace and her sister. But guys, that's all I have for you today. I can't wait to see you later. And until next time, bye.